giving obedience to God, His daughter, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thanking God once again for God being God all by Himself. Thanking Him for another day on the land of the living. Because without no Him, there's no thee, there's no we, there's no them, there's no they, there's no us, there's no nothing. Uh, Grateful to be back before y'all with another video. Thanking God for being God all by Himself. Uh, Last week we had a good time. Uh, we went and hollered at the biggest of the biggest, my big dog Jesus. You know, back there over there in Mark with the Father, with His Son. I believe, but help my unbelief. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, that was a good one. That was a good one. Uh, this week, uh, I'm gonna go back to the Old Testament. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the Old Testament. Back to the Old Testament. Uh, to the book of Isaiah. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 43. The 43. And I'm gonna start at verse. I'm gonna start at verse 15. That's Isaiah 43, verse 15. I am the Lord, your Holy One, the Creator of Israel, your King. Thus says the Lord, which make a way in the sea and a path in the mighty waters, which bring forth the chariots and horses, the army and the power. They shall lie down together. They shall not rise. They are extinct. They are quenched as tow. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the deserts. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading of the word. Now, here we have it. Once again, Israel then found themselves in trouble, uh, tangled up in bondage again. Uh, every time God deliver them and make a way out of no way for them, uh, they do good for a little while. And after a little while time pass, they go right back to the same foolishness. Uh, I told you, uh, the times we living in today, we just like the Israelites. Uh, we're we're just been and went through hell and hot water, uh, trials and tribulations, through something that we thought for sure we wasn't gonna make it out of, crying out and praying to God. Uh, and He come through like always and delivered us. And after He deliver us, when we get back on stable grounds, walking on our own again, we go back to what we used to. We go right back to the foolishness. But God being the true and only living God, the all knowing God, He already know our hearts. He already know what we're gonna do before we do it. So, He let us fall back into whatever we might have been indulging in before He delivered us. Uh, 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 for to come through to show His mighty, mighty hand. Yeah, 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 yeah. To deliver us again when we be disobedient. Uh, yeah, Babylon, was ruling at that time. Yeah, Babylon was ruling at that time. But God had spoke to Isaac, for Isaac to speak to the people, to let the people, the Israelites, know that God was going to deliver them again. Uh, God, uh, his prime is going to last forever. God allows situations to go on in our life to get our attentions, to bring us back to our first love, which is him, that we have another chance to get it together. Uh, the reason why I came to Isaac, chapter 43 is really for verse 19, but I'm going to start at verse 18. Watch what it says. Remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forward. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. That's what I want to look at right there. When God deliver us from all the trials and tribulations, uh, sometimes, we get stuck with past trauma. Uh, this thing called life, it throws some mighty blows at you. I'm talking about life will hit you with something that will knock you clean off your feet. Uh, it'll knock you clean off your feet. I'm talking about, like Teddy Pendergrass say, a TKO. Some things in life will hit you and you think there's no way up out of it. When you land there, you just feel like you can't even get back up to fight no more. Um, like I said, in a lot of videos, God allows trials and tribulations to come to make us stronger, to grow us, for us to exercise our faith. Uh, verse 18, I'm gonna read it again. It say, "Remember ye not the former things." Basically, he's saying, don't worry about the past. Let the past be the past. Need to consider the things of old. All them things from the past, let that be gone. Today is a new day. Behold, I will do a new thing. He promised you. After you come up out them trials and tribulations, he's gonna do a new thing. You just gotta be steadfast in your faith, unshakable, unmovable, in the process of you going through whatever that you may be going through. He say, behold, I will do a new thing. Now it should spring forward. He said it's gonna spring forward. You ain't gonna know it's gonna come. It's like a seed. When you plant a seed, you know you planting it, but you don't know when that seed gonna break that ground and sprout up. He say, behold, I will do a new thing. It should spring forward. Shall ye not know it? You ain't gonna know it. I would even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. That's a promise. When you think it's all said and done, it's all over. When you ain't got no more fight up in you, after you done took that second win, look what God say. I will even make a way in the wilderness. And the wilderness is nothing out there. There's nothing out there that you can survive on. He promised he gonna make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Ain't no deserts up in the river. Ain't no river up in the deserts. You know, sometimes life will put you in isolation, wilderness, where you walking all by yourself and you feel there's no way out. And God will put everything that you need right there. Everything that you think you need at that present time. He'll put it directly in your presence, in your hand, and give you all the tools you need to do what you need to do when you started with nothing. Boy, that's a mighty God. It's a lot of times that I done been in the wilderness in life, not a physical wilderness, spiritual, where I done been stripped down and all by myself and thought there was no way possible out. And everything that I needed, God gave me all the tools to do exactly what I needed to do. The reason he gave them to me is because I exercised my faith. When life knocked me down, I didn't stay there. I might got weird, but I didn't stay there. I had to seek his kingdom first. When I seeked his kingdom first, all things was added. It's just like Elijah. When Elijah left, when he had to break camp from Jezebel, and he went to the creek, uh, Elijah, that was a wilderness. And God sent the ravens to feed Elijah every day. He sent the ravens to feed Elijah every day until he told Elijah, get up and come from here. Uh, Basically what I'm saying, no matter what situation life puts you in, if God brought you to it, he gonna bring you through it. He gonna give you everything that you need to be able to be sustainable until he push you forward into the new thing. Um, when God getting ready to do something new in your life and take you to another level, all hell got to break. Uh, you have to be tested. You have to be battle tested to see if you prepare for what's on the other end of the tribulation, which is a blessing. Uh, Sometimes in life we get comfortable with things that's familiar, and when new things arrive, we kind of be timid, because we don't know what to expect. Uh, Especially when you've been through something already in life. You kind of be timid to move forward, but God not gonna take his hand up off you. Nah, he's not gonna take his hand up off you. He promises to never leave you or forsake you. Um, especially when you dwelling and walking with the true and only living God and trying to do what's right. You can't be perfect. No one's perfect. The only person that was perfect was Jesus Christ himself, his son, the daughter's son. But when you trying to do what's right and trying to walk this straight and narrow, he not gonna remove his upright righteous hand away from you. He's gonna keep you. He's gonna keep you. Uh, he promised, this go for out to anybody that's going through something right now. No matter what battle that you are facing, no matter no matter what trial or tribulation that you're dealing with, the promise still exists. Isaiah 43, verse 19. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forward. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. They say everybody that's going through the struggle. Uh, if you put your faith in God, he promised you he'll make a way in the wilderness. He promised you he'll make rivers in the desert. Pretty much is what I'm saying. If you put your faith and your trust in the true and only living God, he gonna make a way out of no way. Whatever that you may be going through. There's a lot of things that's going on in the world right now. Man think they in full control. No, no, nah. God allowing this because he want his people to return back to their true and only first love, which is him. He want his people to get up on their knees and seek his kingdom first, that all things may be added. I told you we just like the Israelites. Every time God deliver them out something, they'll do good for a little while, and then they'll go back into the same foolishness. And then they'll have to get up on their knees, cry out again, and pray to God for him to come and clean up the mess that they have made once again. We just like them. We just like them. We just like them. But when you moving forward in the presence of God and he's getting ready to deliver you, he promised you. Isaiah 43. We're going to say it verse 18. Remember ye not the former things. Don't worry about the past. Stay focused on the new beginning that he give you. Remember ye not the former things. Need to consider the things of old. Let the past be the past. Bygones is bygones. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it should spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. That's a promise. That's a promise. When you're trying to stand right before God and do his will, that's a promise. When you think it ain't no way out, that's a promise. He gonna always make an escape route. He promised to be a strong tower in your time of refuge. All you gotta do is trust, lead, and depend upon him. Seek his kingdom first. Seek his kingdom first. The world, that's what we need to be doing, seeking his kingdom first, that his spirit may overflow the land to heal all this pain, all this suffering, all this past trauma, all these trials and tribulations that we're going through. It's that simple. It's easy. The problem that we have in the world, don't nobody want to harm themselves. Don't nobody want to harm themselves before the mighty hand of God. If we do that, all these things that we see that go on in the world, it wouldn't even exist. We'll never be perfect, but we're supposed to strive to do the will of God, to try to get close as possible as we could. He know we wasn't gonna do right. Nah, just like he knew the Israelites wasn't gonna do right. But that's why he sent his daughter's son, Jesus, that hung, bled, and died on the cross and rose on the third day with all heaven and earth up in his hand, that we may have the right to the tree of life. The promise still exists. But we have to do our part. We have to do our part. No matter what you're going through, the promise still exists. The promise still exists. I ain't gonna hold y'all up that long today. Y'all pray my strength in the Lord. I'm gonna continue to pray for y'all. Y'all be blessed.